I'm not gonna have any mosquitoes, ticks, or anything annoying bugs to deal with. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it in this video. This is a backpack fogger with a turbo. Yeah, it's got a turbo. Anything with a turbo is definitely cool. So this is where you put all the chemicals. Real simple to mix up the chemicals. This is where you put your gas, 50 to 1. All right, this is obviously how you start it. And this is where the business happens. So this is where the chemicals get sprayed through this hose and come out here. This will reach 25 feet up into the trees, which you really want to do. You really want to spray those arborvitaes or those giant bushes, anything around your house that could harbor mosquitoes or bugs. You want to basically spray that with this machine. So you want to get as high up as you can, and the mosquitoes and stuff like to live underneath the leaves. So you want to definitely get those leaves high up there, and that's what this thing's going to allow us to do. All right, so without any further ado, let's get this thing started. The chemicals I've been using is Biffin IT. I'll put a link to this down below, and this Tech Pro. Basically, this is an insecticide. This kills the live bugs, and this kills the larvae, okay? What you do is you mix an ounce of this, 1 ounce of this, to 1 gallon of water. So it's real simple. An empty gallon container, I fill this up with a gallon of water, I dump it in, and then I dump 1 ounce and I dump 1 ounce. Okay, there's no reason to fill this thing up all the way to the top and do any math. Basically, I just fill it up 1 gallon at a time. You get the chemicals on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. Also put a link to this down below as well. It is raining today, so this is obviously not a day that we would be applying any chemicals, because any chemicals we apply will be washed right away. And if there's any rain in your forecast in the next 24 hours, I would suggest you don't apply this. You basically wait till you have like a 24-hour period of no rain. But today we're just gonna blow water around, okay? You get the idea. But what we're gonna do in this case, we're just gonna fill this with water. Now this does have a gauge on the back, but like I said, I never would use this gauge. I would just mix a gallon at a time. All right, the next thing we need to do is we need to fuel this thing up. This is a 2-stroke, so this will take 50 to 1. That just basically means it's a gasoline and oil mixture. You can mix this stuff yourself. It's a lot cheaper if you do that, but I just prefer to buy it at this point. All right, so this is where the gas goes in, 50 to 1. Now I know they have a battery powered fogger as well, so I'm definitely thinking about getting my hands on that one in the next few years as well. And we'll simply just fill this up. These cans are like $5. All right, so we're gonna move the choke to the top, and we're gonna prime this a few times. This is the first time, so you probably gotta prime this bubble maybe about 10 times. All right, and let's see how this thing starts. Right up. So we turned it off. It's a little difficult to make a video with an engine running like that. This will hold the throttle on, so you don't have to hold the trigger the entire time. When you turn it on, you obviously want it in that position. When you turn it off, you just put it down in there and it turns off. Let's talk about the fluid now. So if we open this up, we're gonna see the water basically coming down, right? And we can see the water basically dripping out there. All right, so what this tells me is you basically only wanna have this open when you're actively spraying, okay? Obviously I have water in here now, so not a big deal, but let's close this off. This here will control the amount of flow that's coming out. So this is an adjustment here. You have 1 to 4. So what we're seeing here, 1 is the least amount of fluid coming out, and 4, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 will open this thing up and you'll have a lot more fluid coming out. So see all the fluid coming out? 1 is the least, 4 is the most, so that's a good thing to know. So what you just saw was how to use the fogger. This can also be used as a leaf blower. To convert it to a leaf blower is really simple. All you need to do is remove this. So since you're spraying pretty much only once a month, probably in the summertime, the rest of the time when you're just doing your blowing, you can use this as a leaf blower. So let's test it out as a leaf blower. So we'll just pull this little clamp off here, move this down, obviously close off the chemicals, pull that off, and then pull this off. This is the chemical basically side that you just put to the side. Then you have the option to do all kinds of stuff. So you can take this off. It comes with this other longer piece. Okay, and then I can put this on like this if I want. All right, now I have a very capable leaf blower. So let's go use it as a leaf blower. You know, I just realized I put it on and I think I have to take it off to turn it on. But Ken actually kind of wondering if I can turn it off without taking it fully off. Let's see. Let's go test this out as a backpack blower. I don't see why it wouldn't have it. Why it would have any issues as a backpack blower. Completely fine. Now this is the ultimate test because it is raining and all the leaves are wet. It's also spring, so the leaves have been sitting all winter long. But let's see how it does against some wet leaves. I mean, it's, as a backpack blower, plenty powerful, no issue. This thing would be an awesome option if you have a backyard, if you have any bugs in your backyard, if you have mosquitoes. This will guarantee will get rid of all the mosquitoes. You spray once a month, you use the chemicals that I'll put down in the link down below. The rest of the time you can use this as a leaf blower when you're mowing your lawn and trying to make it look. Put a link to this down below so you can pick it up on Amazon. I'll put a link to both of the chemicals down below as well. I'm gonna use this for a few months, and as I learn how to tweak it and things like that, I will make an updated video on maybe how the chemicals, you know, what dials to use for the chemicals. You know, I'm thinking this may not need to be turned on all the way for the chemicals to see the flow. So I think there's gonna be some tweaks that are gonna be needed, but it's really simple. And this will really give you your backyard back. You know, you're not gonna be out there at 7 o'clock with a fire pit and all of a sudden everyone starts getting bit and everyone needs to run in the house. No more of that. Gain the backyard back, spray it. Be safe, of course. Use some PPE, use a mask, and use goggles. All right, but I'm Mike, Family DIY TV, and this thing's awesome. I really recommend you pick it up. Please leave me a comment down below. Please like this video, and also please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm Mike, and I'm out. Done. I got mulch all over my camera.